Hi there, I'm Emily, and I'm super excited to tell you about one of my favorite stories from the Bible. It's about a really brave and kind woman named Ruth. This story takes place in a beautiful land called Moab, full of golden fields and green hills. A long, long time ago in this place called Moab, there was a woman named Ruth. She always tried to find joy in everything she did, even when working hard in the fields.
Ruth, my dear, life can take us on unexpected journeys, but it's the love and faith we carry that light our path.
That's Naomi, Ruth's mother-in-law. They were like best friends. Ruth lived a simple but meaningful life in Moab. She was always ready to help others and share what little she had. Her faith guided her in everything she did. Ruth and Naomi were so happy together with their family. But then, something really sad happened. Ruth's husband and Naomi's husband and other son all passed away. It was a really tough time for Ruth and Naomi. Then, Naomi decided it was time for her to go back to her homeland, Bethlehem.
My daughters, return to your families in Moab. May the Lord show you kindness, as you have shown kindness to your husbands and to me.
Wow! Naomi was telling Ruth and Orpah to stay in Moab while she went back to Bethlehem all alone. What do you think Ruth will do? Oh my gosh, Ruth has to make a super big decision. Should she stay in Moab or go with Naomi to Bethlehem?
What should I do? I love my home, but I love Naomi too.
Then Ruth made a super brave choice.
Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God my God.
Wow, Ruth was leaving everything behind to go with Naomi. That's true friendship. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is to stick by those we love, even when it's hard. Their journey was full of adventures. Ruth stayed positive and helped Naomi the whole way. Finally, they could see Bethlehem. But starting a new life wouldn't be easy. What do you think will happen next? Guess what? Ruth and Naomi finally made it to Bethlehem. But oh boy, things weren't as easy as they hoped. Bethlehem was super busy and colorful with lots of people everywhere. Ruth felt a little lost, like a fish out of water.
We don't serve your kind here.
Uh-oh. Some people weren't very nice to Ruth because she was new and different. That wasn't very kind, was it? Poor Ruth felt so sad and alone. Ruth started to wonder if she made the right choice coming to Bethlehem. Have you ever felt like that when you were in a new place?
Did I do the right thing? Oh, what should I do now?
But then, something amazing happened. Ruth prayed to God for help, and guess what? She felt a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, like a big hug from heaven. Suddenly, Ruth had a great idea. She decided to go pick up leftover grain in the fields. That way, she and Naomi would have food to eat. Okay, friends, remember how Ruth decided to pick up leftover grain? Well, guess whose field she ended up in? This is Boaz. He's a relative of Naomi's and a super nice guy. Look at those hearts. I think he likes Ruth.
You must be Ruth. I've heard about your kindness to Naomi. Please, feel free to gather grain here.
As Ruth and Boaz spent more time together, they grew closer and closer. See how their shadows are joining? That's like their hearts joining too.
Ruth, my dear, I think Boaz would make a wonderful husband for you. Your kindness has brought joy back into our lives.
Naomi had a plan to help Ruth and Boaz get married. In those days, they had a special way of proposing.
Boaz, would you spread your cloak over me? This means, will you marry me?
Ruth, I would be honored to marry you. Your kindness and faith have touched my heart.
And just like that, Ruth and Boaz were going to get married. Isn't it amazing how Ruth's kindness led to such a happy ending? Guess what, everyone? Ruth and Boaz got married and they were so happy together. And then something really special happened. Ruth and Boaz had a baby boy. Obed grew up to be a wonderful person just like his parents. And you know what? He became the grandfather of someone very important. Isn't it amazing how Ruth's kindness and faith led to something so big? It just shows that every act of love can make a huge difference. And that's the story of Ruth. Remember, no matter where you're from or where you go, being kind and having faith can lead to wonderful things.